Hello, good evening and welcome to the Now Debate. This is a special Now Debate. I am Jared Walters and I am joined by my good friend Richard Oliver. Richard, I believe you have some announcements to make, my good friend. Are you with us?
Yes. Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, buddy.
Para peeps, I am sorry about this, but I'm gonna have to start off this show with a bit of a sad one. As you know, as most of you will know, as paranormal investigators, we help people. We help people who's going through things and going through problems, or they're seeking help. And we've been doing these shows for a long time. And I found out some bad news today that one of our parapeeps who I was helping, and I've been making videos in the spiritual spotlight, and this lady is one of the reasons why I've been doing that. Her name is Amanda Hill, and she absolutely loved us. And she's only 43, and unfortunately she passed away yesterday. And so I'd like to dedicate this show to her, because she was a wonderful lady, and she'd had quite a life. Some of you would only have nightmares about. And she was getting on her feet, and I've been to visit her, and I've been trying to help her because there's only one of me, and so I was making videos as guidance. And I gotta be honest, it's busted me up. So yeah, I'd like to dedicate this. She was always in the chat. You might have seen her, Amanda Hill. She loved coming on here and chatting with you a lot and having conversations about all the weird and wonderful things that go on in the world. And so yeah, I'd just like to dedicate this to Amanda. And yes, well, what you're going to see in this is that me and my partner, and I also went up on my own, went to Pentyrch. Now, if you've followed us, you will know about the Pentyrch incident. And we had a couple of beautiful nights, and we're always watching air traffic. And for some reason, the air traffic over Wales had just stopped. And we were seeing a lot of military planes and aircraft. So I got in contact with Clarke, who is one of the eyewitnesses, well, the main eyewitness of the Pentyrch incident. And I also got to speak to another eyewitness who wants to remain anonymous, and I got their account of the events of that night as well. And I've been doing a paranormal a long time, and I can tell when somebody, one, is just sort of bullshitting, if you like, and when somebody has had a fear reaction. And the witness I spoke to last week genuinely had a fear reaction to this, because this was in the realms of movies. This was an encounter that is life-changing, and it really, really happened. The evidence for it is just so overwhelming. And it's a story that we've tried to bring to light because we were asked to, weren't we, Jazz, by the council?
It was
12?
in one of the Now investigations, and it mentions that something happened in South Wales. It was around February of 2016, I believe, and it was basically a craft that appeared over Pentouch, and the military was there, and it was basically reportedly shot down, or part of it was reportedly shot down over Smilog Woods, which is also worth saying that the woods behind your house, Richard, where we also had the message from the Council of 12, those were the woods, or the woods behind your house are linked to those woods. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, well, it's Lanchester Common, because we have a big hospital, and they reported people in the hospital said they were literally shaken out of their beds by this explosion that happened over the common, and the craft came down in Smilog Woods. Now they removed trees. All the evidence is on the channel for you to watch. It's quite long, but it's really in depth. I mean, there's not a stone that wasn't unturned.
There's a
Because
playlist
it was,
on the channel
yeah,
is called, sorry, there's a playlist on the channel which is called The Welsh Roswell, because YouTube algorithm wise, that's what we called it, because very few people in outside of Wales would know the word Pentyrch, because obviously it's a Welsh place name. It's not far from Cardiff. It's not actually. It's basically in southeast Wales, and we did a interview last year because we talked about it on a prior Now debate when we were talking about the UFO behind your house, and one of the lead investigators, Gari Jones, contacted us, and Gary gave an amazing presentation on this channel, and the playlist is the Welsh Roswell playlist. Is this the Welsh Roswell? And you can look at that on the channel, and there's Richard's first meeting with Kaz and the exploration at the site, which is quite interesting because in one of the places that was scarred and there was a lot of radiation in that place, you did a video recording and it only came out as 12 seconds, which we thought was very strange given the reoccurrence of the number 12 around the work that we have been doing. And so we invited Gary onto the show, and a few weeks later Kaz came on the show and graciously gave her account. Now Kaz has undertaken several lie detector tests. She's had several UFO encounters, and obviously this is the one, I believe, for her, the main one sort of started it all. And she has tried to bring this to light, and there have been certain UFO investigators and things that have sort of gotten on board with it, but it's still one of those sort of hidden gems in a sense as far as UFO lore is concerned. It's still one of those ones that's not as covered as much as your Rendlesham Forest or your Roswells or your Area 51s, and it actually needs to be because it's so profound. And we've done our own investigations there, and we will be releasing our footage in the coming months. It's part of the plethora of shows that we have planned for this channel, and we will be doing some stuff because we have, when we were doing our Now Investigations experiments, they did say about an event that took place 20 miles away from where we were, which is this very room that I'm sat in here, and it is around about 20 miles away from where as the crow flies from where we are. And basically that was our first instance about it. We did do some investigating in, I think it was like 2018, and we did find a few things, anomalous things on the ghost box and that sort of thing, that we have started to go through but haven't completed because of the vast amounts of evidence that we have basically had to go through and investigated over the course of the last 7 years. But it is a case that is, for that to come through on the ghost box, and also, Richard, for you to get the warning that you, not the warning, but the heads up that you did during another case that we investigated in 2019 about the objects you would see behind your house. And these objects that you have filmed that we will show tonight are actually very similar to the objects, especially the one that was interacting with the police helicopter, and some of the ones that Gary Jones has shown us as well. Whether or not it is a UFO, we will have to analyze it in a lot more detail. But we thought tonight, because tonight is normally reserved, I just want to shout this out. Tonight's show is normally reserved for Jessie Ann Nichols George, who normally comes on the first Wednesday of the month. She is unable to get online at the moment, so she will be joining us hopefully tomorrow, if not at the earliest possible convenience, because we we had a whole other show planned, basically. But we wanted to go through this evidence, which we were going to do tomorrow anyway, so we just brought it forward just to show you guys. And obviously any process that we go through with regards to what we can determine. But you also did a ghost box session there, Rich, and it's using the Portal app, which is can be a little hit and miss, the Portal app. But what I heard on that is quite interesting, and it does kind of correlate to the other the other sessions that we've had.
I mean, yeah, I mean, we done it on the fly. I mean, we just literally downloaded it and we just did it there just to see what would come through. And I mean, as we rock up, we're about to show the video. As we pulled up, there was an object in the sky. It was just above the tree line, right? It must have been 50 foot just above the tree line, and it was two red lights. And Kaz saw this as well, and there was two red lights. They went split into two, went back into one, and it just moved off. And we only caught seconds of it, right? I caught probably 5 seconds of it on my phone, and M caught about 20, and there's not a sound. There's not a sound. Now, we checked the flight radar. There was no aircraft in the area. Gary Jones has gone and checked, and there was an helicopter, but that was at midnight. This was about 10:10. But it's this, and this keeps coming up. There is no sound. It's the same as the one I filmed out of this window. There's no sound. The same the one that me and you saw Jazz that night on the top of Power Station Hill. No sound, and it's incredible. We did film another one, but we'll talk about that as we show it, because it's kind of strange. It's a bit difficult to get the bearings. I'm gonna have to go back up in the daytime. But the information that we've gathered so far is that this object was
just take a timestamp, buddy. We just hadn't. We are just. I'm sorry to interrupt you. We just had an EVP there. We just had some. I can hear a voice or someone talking. As you said that, then as you were talking, then I could hear someone else speak.
All right. Okay. I'll have to check that then.
We are going to do a video of these EVPs because we've got quite a lot of them now. So I think of putting a video compilation so people can actually see what they say.
Yeah. I mean, we've had them with quite a number of our guests now, as we've been doing this over Skype, and some of them are quite crazy.
Well,
and
another one there.
Was there another sound? Was there?
Well, it's quite interesting because Matt and Elena from GhostNet, who were on last week, actually I'd found a couple that I think I believe I put into that show, but also they found a couple as well, which we'll put into that video. We had a couple, I believe, with Ben and Lainey, which when we've done work with them, and we've had a few afterwards as well. You know, when we've been having conversations, I think we had a couple with Jessie Ann the last time she was on the show. So we've had quite a considerable amount now of these EVPs, of these beings, and or spirit even, because I think one of them was my brother when we were talking the other night. That was on the Ask Us Anything podcast that we did, where you had a shadow come over you. Yeah,
it did say as well, didn't it? Come up, it's your brother. I heard it. We heard it.
Yeah.
That one, yeah. I was talking about the government, and I was talking about their shenanigans, and something didn't want me to say it because it's there on YouTube. You can have a look at it. A shadow, this light by here, came like that and covered the light. Came up by here and covered that light, and you can see it on camera. And you can see my reaction. I tried to stay steely, so that's the type of paranormal investigator I am. And and I just sort of went and carried on with the show. But I mean, there's so much going on in the world right now, and we have tried with all our might. And yeah, I know, as much as I like the things like Nuke's Top 5, and I love capturing paranormal, and I'd love to catch it every day. And but we've been steered down another road, and we will get back into that sort of field of investigating. But this is the way it is, and this information is just coming. And it's something trying to.
Well,
Hey,
this is why we haven't been able to upload as many videos as we'd have liked over the last. And thank you for taking the reins with the spiritual spotlight videos, because they have been a lot, quite the featured videos on the channel as of late, because I've been working on like the session that you did on November 1st. We've still got some videos that we've done to go out around that, and they'll be coming out in the next couple of days, so keep an eye out for that, guys, because they have that one you did there, literally, and you did that to find out what was happening in your house, and that literally predicted things that have now happened.
Oh, I did. Oh, and I mean, it really did.
Yeah.
And I was
just
one
the election.
Yeah.
And it predicted the impeachment. Yeah. And obviously the reason for the impeachment hadn't happened at that point. So, there's something with this story, there's something steering us in these directions. And, this is, we show you everything we can, but as you will back me up on this, Richard, there's a lot of this that is, it's entwined with like the people that we are and the lives that we live. This is not just happening for YouTube. This is happening to us.
Well, I mean, I did a video, and there's a video, I think you might be on the channel. It's called Interview with Ghost Hunters, and I did a very long. It's not, is it?
It's not, sadly. No, we haven't got the. If we can get the permission, if we can get the full video, because we've only got half of it. If we can get the full video, I'd love to put it on the channel, but you'd need the person who made the film's permission to do so.
Right, I can sort that. But in that, oh God, I think looking back at it, it's quite crazy. And in that, I said, and they asked me, what is it the spirit are trying to say? Well, I said the underlying message is, don't make the same mistakes they made, right? For all this nonsense just behind us, right? All this, we're creating something with all this woke business and everything else, right? We're creating something that is going to come tumbling down, and it's not necessary. And yeah, there is problems in the world. Yes, there is racism and there's prejudice, but there's different ways of dealing with it. There's right ways of dealing with it. Suppressing people to the point they're too afraid to say anything isn't really dealing with it. You're just creating the thing you're trying to fight against. And and this is what spirit are trying to tell us. This is what the Council of 12 have been saying from the start, even though we still, we're just saying, we're just putting it out there. We don't know what it is, where the source is. And it's just the same message. It's just saying, you're all in a little boat. And, none of you can go anywhere. So you have to make sure that boat stays safe and everybody gets along. And that's just the end. Yeah, that's the basics of it. That's, the nice part of it, like just sort it out. And that's what they've always said to me, spirits, as I started this journey. All the conversations in meditation is the world is there. It's weird and wonderful, and it's not just black and white. There's so much going on that is unseen. And if you open up yourselves to love and understanding and compassion and all these things, and all these things are illuminated and become apparent. And that's the gist of it. That's the gist of it. So, should we get on with these videos? Show the people what I found?
Yeah, I would like to ask out in the chat if anyone else can actually hear anything. Because, I don't know whether it's your breathing or if your breathing's catching the mic or something. But it's almost like I can hear someone talking over you. It's really strange.
I don't know. We'll have to try and review it, see what it's trying to say, Jazzy. I can't actually hear. I'm not hearing anything. through the mic.
You
I know
haven't
you're
got
in.
like you haven't got like a tight chest or anything, have you?
I've always got a tight chest, man. I'm asthmatic. It's not easy
Yeah.
being easy. But it's
It's weird
no,
now
I'm
because
not.
it
No,
sounds like words. Like if anyone else can hear that in the chat, let me know. It's just honest, but that was strange. It was like as you were talking, it was like someone was talking over you. It was really, really weird. But yeah, let's get to these videos. We're gonna go to the first one now, and then we'll go straight into the second one, and we'll come back and we'll talk about the next ones.
right.
Huh?
I got it.
You want it?
Yeah, I got it. It's really silent as well.
I know. Guys, we're up in Pentyrch for the second night. I didn't film the first night.
It's gone behind the trees.
And that... sorry.
It's really silent as well.
I know. Guys, we're up in Pentyrch for the second night. I didn't film the first night.
It's gone behind the trees.
And that... sorry, that came out of nowhere. I'll film some more.
It's really silent as well.
I know. Guys, we're up in Pentyrch for the second night. I didn't film the first night.
It's gone behind the trees.
And that... sorry, that came out of nowhere. I'll film some more.
Sorry guys, that second clip, it's not... I'm having an issue with... I'm just going to play that for you again. I'm just going to play that bit for you again.
It's really silent as well.
I know. Guys, we're up in Pentyrch for the second night. I didn't film the first night.
It's gone behind the trees.
And that... sorry, that came out of nowhere. I'll film some more.
So I apologise for that. That was a blind mistake. I didn't see the board at the top, and I was trying to fix it, and it kind of went off screen before I could fix it. So I hope you guys have actually seen that. That was literally a very, very short clip of what you saw. You actually watched that clip then on your screen. Should I show it one more time?
Yeah, it was only short. If you want to show them again, so they can have another look at
We'll
it.
have another look at the both of them again now. So just so you guys missed them, we'll have another quick look again.
Huh?
I got it.
You want it?
Yeah, I got it. It's really silent as well.
I know. Guys, we're up in Pentyrch for the second night. I didn't film the first night.
It's gone behind the trees.
And that... sorry.
It's really silent as well.
I know. Guys, we're up in Pentyrch for the second night. I didn't film the first night.
It's gone behind the trees.
And that... sorry, that came out of nowhere. I'll film some more. Huh?
I got it.
You want it?
Yeah, I got it. It's really silent as well.
I know. Guys, we're up in Pentyrch for the second night. I didn't film the first night.
It's gone behind the tree. It's really silent as well.
I know. Guys, we're up in Pentyrch for the second night. I didn't film the first night.
It's gone behind the tree.
And that... sorry, that came out of nowhere. I'll film some more.
And there you go. We'll just because obviously the stream is a little bit behind, but yeah, that is. Now, what is quite interesting about that, when I was doing the thumbnail, I was adjusting the brightness and things for the thumbnail. I always put certain filters over the thumbnail just so that all the channel videos look the same when someone comes and visits the channel. And I noticed when I was actually increasing the brightness on that red orb that you filmed, it was doing something very similar to when Gary analysed it. It was showing almost like a pattern or like a substance inside it. It was showing like as if it had like almost a structure inside it.
I mean, we got out the car, we looked across, we both saw it. Now this object split into two, and he went back to one. And as you see the longer video, the one is me zooming in. I'm trying to look at this thing. I'm trying to look at the camera, and that's very difficult because sometimes you just want to see it more than you want to film it, which is weird, I know. And in M's video, you can see it, the way it's moving back and forth. Now there's no sound. Now later on in the night, we clocked an helicopter. Kaz pointed it out. Now this thing was at least 5 times the distance, if not further, than that video, and you could hear the helicopter as clear as day. You could hear the blades whipping the air, and and I mean this object as
sorry, just interrupt you, Richard. People are saying they can't hear on the chat. I'm getting audio here. Can you guys let us know if you can hear us? I apologise for. I apologise if there's if there has been a disruption in audio. I'm getting audio levels here. If you guys can let us know, I'm just gonna type that into the chat now. Just let you know. Can you hear us? I apologise for that, guys. If you can't hear us, just let us. Can you please let us know? It is.
Yeah,
we're
coming through, Jerry.
Right, okay. It's just the fact that maybe I didn't know whether they were talking with regards to the UFO itself or whether they were talking in regards to us. So I had to double check.
You don't want to really hear it because most of the time we're swearing, like I did the night we filmed something. It's hard not to go, shit me. But I mean that thing we watched, I would say that object was probably. And I'm pretty good with distances, as we proved in my other video, because I was spot on. Probably about 25 foot across that red light when it's split into two, maybe a little bit further. And it looks like it's flashing, but honestly, it was more like it was spinning, like a lighthouse type of thing, and it was sort of coming round and back red, and there was no sound. There was nothing on air traffic, and it was really close to us that we filmed it. And the first night I went up with Kaz and we did a sky watch. Now I got a picture, but this is going to be shown. We're going to do a special of all the stuff that Kaz has filmed in a local area, and we're going to put that all in together. But I saw an object in the sky. Now, this thing was massive. Now, which was kind of funny because I had 2 pairs of binoculars. I had my phone. I brought quite a bit of equipment, and I didn't even film it. I fumbled because I was trying to look at it. Fumbled with my phone. I didn't even look at it through any binoculars, even though I took 2 pairs. And this object was massive. Now, Kaz has taken a still because it was actually filmed, and you've got the one side of this object, which is just, this thing must have been, oh my God, you're looking at it, you're probably talking 4 or 5 planes across in size at the distance away it was. And we watched this thing come across the sky, and there was 2 lights, and they were sort of that angle, and they were just moving in unison. And amazing. Incredible. No, it wasn't bloody Starlink. No, before anybody jumps on that one. And we got a still of it, and we'll show it in the up and coming videos. And it's incredible. I mean, to get out and see that object at the timing of it that we got out of that car, and that is seconds to us filming what we saw there. So then we did the Portal app.
Well, we've got 2 more videos here to show first before we go to the Portal app. So shall we show the other 2 videos first, and then we'll go on to the Portal app then? Yeah,
we did the Portal, before the next video. That's what I was saying.
Right, okay. If you want to show the Portal first, we'll show the Portal first. Okay,
well,
let's cut to the Portal then.
The sound.
Reading the same word, isn't it?
Yeah.
We'll try that now. Let it record just 1 minute. I'll do.
Turn on the mic so you guys can hear me, and turn on the mic so you guys can hear Richard. Now, Richard, obviously you have, I don't know whether you've got the responses written in front of you. I don't know whether you want to quickly just read back through them so people can get an idea. Obviously, it is easier if someone reads them out, and just give us your response to them, because I literally done them about an hour ago.
Well, I haven't listened to the portal in regards with the words. I've just read what you sent me on Messenger, and you know it correlates with what went down in Pentyrch, right? And we know, you know, that night they jammed signals so nobody could film what was going on, right? And they did. They, you know, as it comes across, we were the hostiles in that situation that night, right? This thing that came through into our world wasn't hostile, you know. We drew first blood, and that says a lot for that incident. And you know, the thing is, and this is the weird thing where it all connects. We were talking about ley lines, and I had a theory that they use these ley lines like energy highways, and there's convergence points in our local area, and people, because there is a medieval site up there, understood and could feel these ley lines, could feel that energy of the earth. They were more in tune with it because they didn't have all this background radiation that we're pumping out every frigging day. And, you know, they built these places on these dragon lines, these ley lines. And the military, I believe, that craft that came through a doorway into this world, they are monitoring for that kind of energy spike, and they turned up, and they've been around on the anniversary, because it was the anniversary last week, and it fell on the same days and everything. That's why I went up there, because it was the anniversary, and I thought, oh, there's an opportunity, 5 years, and it was on the same day, Thursday, and I think they're monitoring them spikes of energy, and they were there, and they engaged these craft, and they chased them, and they shot them down. It's self-explanatory, really, in that message. I mean, you know, and you know, something to happen so significant on our doorstep, and like when we come at the story, we were just like, you know, Gari said, yeah, brilliant, but absolutely wrong, because we were just hearing everybody else was, and to have to have the account we have now of it is, I tell you what, something else. Be part of it, just be part of the story of it. Let alone, obviously, a dream to witness, but just be part of it, to get it out there, to tell the truth of it. That, there's, like everything else in the world, there's people that don't want the truth to come out. And they want to lie about it, and they, because of control and oppression and just what it means to not be alone in the universe. And it's so surprising that is the message that came out. In that moment in the field, we just did it. I filmed it quickly. I just did it quick because I didn't want to, have a big long message. And in that space of time, it had the right words to say. And we're finding this, doing this paranormal and investigating the paranormal, that what in whatever regards we are doing or who we're communicating with, they have the right words to say, and they're on our side, and that they've said from the start, they're on our side, they're on the people's side who just want to live in a world that is better than the one we live in, and there's fairer and there's more equality, and that's you can say, and anybody watching this can say, it's all conspiracy, it's all this and that. No, we are living in a system of oppression, whichever direction you look at it, right? And I mean, every direction you look out, we are in a system of oppression. So, and if there was another system of oppression, it'd oppress our oppressors, and it's not. They're coming through to try and give us hope and give us messages and trying to show themselves, but unfortunately, I think we are the bad guys in this. We are, like,
well, elements of us at least.
Yeah.
Elements of us at least. So let's go to the final two videos then, and I'll play these back to back, and we can sort of wrap up with some commentary on that.
Do it.
I filmed it, trying to film something through the trees, guys. There it is. That is crazy. What is that? Oh my god, how quick is that? Sorry guys, I can't keep up with it. It is just flashing. What the fuck? What is that? Who got it in? Oh, there it is, one of the houses. There, flashing. I got it, but what it is, I don't know. That is epic. I don't know what it is. No, it's still there. It's crazy. So guys, I tried to get a better vantage point. Okay, that is just about to disappear. It's awful on board still, sorry guys. That you can see the two red lights, but there's a tower, like a aerial, giant aerial. And it's just flying. Oh my god, it's flying in front of it. What? That just flew in front of the tower. Yeah. It's moving, it's just moving too fast. I haven't got it at all now. Oh yeah, there it's flashing again. Oh man. That's really pretty. It's gone too low.
It's okay, what the hell is that? It's not very good, I need to get it out of the trees. Just, yeah, but you can see it moving with it. What the hell is that? That's in the sky. It's actually too low. To be a plane.
That just flew in front of the tower.
Yeah, I know, I think I got it on camera. I'm waiting to see, I got a break by it in the trees. I'm waiting to see if it comes across. I got a break in the trees now, we should come across. Should come across now. Oh, it's a cold night.
It's gone too low.
I've got it, I've got it. I've got it. Here we go.
Oh, you got a nice break in the trees, but
Yeah, that's what I see. It's in the break in the trees now. I got it.
we zoomed in.
Yep, that's as far as I can go. And it's going out the thing. And I think I've lost it now.
That's just gone down to the ground. That's actually for there. It's gone down. Oh my god, it's just gone down to the ground.
And I've lost it now. It's gone.
And we are back. Just waiting for Richard to come and join us.
Same with it.
Your thoughts, my friend? Now, there's one bit, but it looks like there's like 3 parts to it. It looks like it's almost like a triangle. In the
Yeah,
first
I
video.
think it's the. Yeah, I think it's the. Obviously, I'm not really good at filming, right? I'm too busy looking. I'm one of them, and it's a bizarre looking object. Now, Emma's a lot better filmer than me, and I watched it through the trees come down and touch the ground. I watched it land, and I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna go back up there in the day and have a look. As far as I'm aware, the red light towers you can see in the background. Behind that mountain, just below that ridge, there is Cardiff Airport. But this object was way in front of them towers, and I watched it come down and land. And I don't know. I mean, I don't know. The second one, it warrants more investigating.
Mm-hmm.
The first one, absolutely take my word on it. There was not a sound, as you can see in the video. The sound was on. You can hear us talking. There wasn't a sound, and it wasn't a drone. It wasn't a lantern. Definitely wasn't a helicopter. It wasn't a plane. It was something completely different because it spit.
It was looking like the red light looked like it separated in two and then come back together, but it was like bits going between it at one point. On the one that Emma filmed.
It's, I mean, on the second video or the first one, the red one?
On the second video.
Yeah, I mean, it was, I think it was deceiving because it was beyond a tree line. And of course, you're watching it coming through trees, and that's always a bit of a, the footage is disappointing because of where we were filming it, but we were just transfixed because of what we saw before. And there is an energy of Pentyrch since that incident that Kaz witnessed. There is an energy, this you can't explain it. It's kind of calming and it's kind of strange. And we've been to the ball patch where the object literally touched the ground with energy, and nothing grows in this ball patch. We've talked about it on the footage, and Gari documented it. Did a brilliant, documentary on it. And there's silence. There's nothing. There's just dead air. There's no sound. There's no nothing in that patch. And I mean, it's just a weird place. It's just, you can't explain it. It's quite. It's not eerie. It's different. It's just. It's hard to put into words. And it's kind of like we just been mesmerized by it all. And after we seen that first object, and it's just, I don't know, it's kind of like puts you in a weird state of being, the fields of Pentyrch where the incident happened. And yeah, it warrants, we'll look more into it. But, we just wanted to show this, like Jazz said, this was, a bit of a mad rush, this show. One of the reasons was because I really felt for Amanda, and it really got me today because she has followed us from the start, and I was helping her, and I promised her that I would take her on a case, and she was doing just amazing, and it was for that, and just to show you guys what sort of what's coming up, and that we are doing stuff, but it's one of them. It's just going to be until you like standing on top of it filming it, people will, but that's what happened.
And are you going to continue the spiritual spotlight videos, my friend?
Yes, I will continue the spiritual spotlight videos. Yeah, I will continue them. Yeah. Sorry, I gotta be honest, oh my God, it's absolutely knocked my socks off out today. And it's just, I don't know. But yeah, we'll continue them. I'll keep doing, just ask guys if you've got any information you're looking for, or there's something you want to know about. I've done meditation, starting off crystals, what to look for. I'm going to do on what to do if you think your house is haunted, and how to contact people like us, and how to look for the right investigators as well. I'll check in there because that seems to be coming up a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And especially like Lainey and Ben, they did a show I think it was just before the weekend, and Ben was talking about the comments they had. Oh my God, right? They're knocking them for 6, bless them, right? Some of them are sick, cruel, and it kind of puts you in a frame because you're showing something that, as society is taught, is unbelievable, right? But for us, in this group and the people watching and the guys in the chat, it's our reality. It's just our completely based reality, and and it shows the type of people we are. What we're about compared to these people. The people who believe and the witness and the people that go through these experiences are a lot more sensitive and a bit more compassionate than those who haven't. And you can take that to the bank.
Well, I wouldn't say those who haven't, those who choose to ridicule it.
Yeah.
I would say those who because at the end of the day, there's plenty of people I know who are decent, compassionate people who have not had paranormal experiences, and you know, it's the people that choose to sort of, you know, and we've been very lucky on this channel that we haven't had a lot of trolls and a lot of hate. I have personally dealt with it with the former business that I run before Paranormal now, Spiritual Worlds. I dealt with a lot of it through social media, and you know, what I say to people if you're going through that negativity, right, is when people throw negativity at me, I wasn't concerned with their opinion before they made the comment. Why should I be concerned with it now? And a lot of the people who support you, 9 times out of 10, are silent. They are the people that actually do something. They watch your video. They read your book, or they go to your website, or they don't song and dance about it. They just do it. And if they have a question, they ask. If they want to interact, they will. You know, not everyone chooses to interact, but you'd be surprised the amount of people. You know, obviously, there's the people who watch our videos compared to people who comment on our videos. You know, and we can tell by the metrics that people watch these videos and they will watch them for, you know, a decent length of time. So they are actually getting something from the videos. But now everyone comments. And it's just, I'd laugh at people who waste their time writing a comment of hate, which is just basically just going to be chucked straight back at them. And, you know, the people that we've said this before, people like Ghostnet, people like Ben Elaney, people like Jessie Ann, you know, the people like Kaz, people like Gary, all the people we've had on this show. John Walls, who's coming on next week, I believe. As far as I'm aware, I think it is preliminary penciled in that John will be on the show next Wednesday. And, you know, all these people that have these extraordinary experiences and look at life in this extraordinary way, you know, we share these experiences because, you know, we feel that there are those out there that have the same experiences and don't know which way to turn. And that's why we do it. You know, we're not doing it for fame or money or whatever. We just do it because we love it. We do it because we live it, and we do it because, quite frankly, we were asked to in a really nice and compassionate way. You know, and at the end of the day, when we hear of, you know, people that there's been a lot of loss and a lot of negativity, and you know, I also want to send out thoughts and prayers to the friends and family of Ian R. Crane, who is a alternative researcher, and quite frankly, one of the very few people in this country that stood up to fracking for years. He fought that battle for years and years and years, and he has been, you know, Ian was an inspiration. He was an inspiration with the videos he put out and the work he did, you know, helping people such as, you know, David Noakes and Entire, and you know, the different things that he would sort of bring up and look at things in a different way. And you know, I would be honestly say, I've only ever had a chance to speak to the man very briefly a couple of times, you know, and only had a very brief conversation with him a few months back. And I know he was very ill for some time, but it was, you know, that's again, you know, to anyone who watch these shows, just know that you matter. Do you know what I mean? The last comment I read from Mandy, I didn't have the opportunity to meet Mandy or Amanda. I didn't have the opportunity to meet her, and I spoke to her a few times, like we said, about possibly coming on a case or whatever. But the last thing she said was a comment on one of your videos, your Spiritual Spotlight videos. She said how much it helped her, and that means the world. It means the world.
Yeah.
It means the world that, you know, someone can be, we've had quite a bit of feedback like that, where people have said, you know, they sometimes they just sit at night and they do click on YouTube, and for some reason our confusion tends to help them in some way, shape or form. So I'm glad that I'm glad they can have that impact on people. That's a privilege. That's a privilege
Yeah,
that I
that's
never,
yeah. Well, that's why I did the meditation video for her to follow. Because a meditation, it was just a meditation video. It just tells you what to do and you do it. But I tried to explain it. And the reason being is because lots of people ask for help, and we can't help everyone. I can't go down there and sit one. I just don't have the time, and that was the reason behind the videos. And she was lovely, man. She had out of her life, and she was getting there. That's the worst part. And she was learning, and she was messaging me saying, "Oh, Rich, thanks for this video, thanks for that video," and yeah, I think that's why it just sort of like. I think that's where it just was.
You honour people
Yeah,
like that. You honour people like that, my friend, by continuing to do this work, continuing to move forward with it and help others. And just at the end of the day, there's many times that I've been going through stuff, when I was developing, and it felt when I was watching other people's videos that I wasn't alone, that there was someone out there that could authentically have that conversation with you, or was feeling the same things that you were. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about there, like, it is.
Yeah. It is. This is what we're trying to do. We're trying to make it a community where we all help each other in our own fields and try and lift each other up and give advice when needed. And yeah, it's just sad, man. It's just like it sometimes you get it's YouTube, and some may see it and think, oh, what a pair of planks, and just move on. Some see it and think, oh, I could take something from that, and others, and this is what you get so many people that go, it's like Russell Brand. I love that man, right? He's articulate, but he just uses words that's beyond the layman. He just uses words. You spend most of your time going for the dictionary, and you got to, and try and make it simpler for people who are coming from it from absolutely, they're just green. They know nothing, and you've got to think of that, because I've been there, you've been there.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody has bloody been there at once, and the problem is when you progress, it's easy to forget that you started.
Well, yeah. The video, if you look at our Council of 12 video, the one where I had the first EVP I ever captured, and I'm sat downstairs in my living room, and I didn't even believe in the UFO phenomena at that point. I did not believe in it. I didn't even believe it was real. And the first experience I ever had, I did when I was a kid growing up and watching the X-Files and things, but
oh, we're not there, me.
I don't know. We've had a disconnect and a reconnect. Are you still with us, guys? Can you still see us? We had a disconnect there. Let's just make sure. Yeah, we're still online, so.
Yeah, they can hear it.
Yeah, we can hear us. Sorry, I just had a notification from my PC then saying that we were on it. But yeah, you guys, I've completely lost my train of thought there, but yeah. Well, I can't remember when it was.
Oh no, I can't remember either, but I lost my train of thought there. Yeah, just it's.
Let's take a look.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I'm just going to take a quick look at the chat. Richard's going to take a quick look at the chat. I'll put it on me. But yeah, guys, coming up, I just want to also let you guys know that we are now on TikTok and Instagram. We have added a few of our evidence videos to TikTok. Just search Paranormal Now on TikTok and paranormal.now on Instagram. I will put the links up on the up on the top corner here for Now News and Now Debate when I get round to it. And yeah, we've had some significant and brilliant response on that. Got to make my first montage of paranormal pictures to intro by the XX, which I was very pleased with. But yeah, we're going to be putting some of our ghost box footage, our investigation footage, and that sort of thing onto the TikTok and Instagram, so you guys can go and take a look at some of the shorts over there. And we are just want a quick note about the BitChute channel, because we have said that some of our longer form content of the new stuff, when we're talking about maybe more controversial topics, we are going to use BitChute as an outlet for that, because of the way YouTube is, and we don't want to sort of step on anyone's toes. But we are having some issues uploading videos. Whereas a video a couple of weeks ago that we did with regards to BitChute, we said the full video would be up. We did try putting it onto our BitChute channel, but we're having some significant issues when it comes to when it comes to the upload process. So I'm having some help with that off a very good friend of mine, and we're hoping that the BitChute channel will be the next thing up and running. And we are making significant strides now with the website, but we needed to divert attention from the website to Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, to sort of help, because we had a lot of good shout outs from some very good friends, some very good friends now that we've been working with, and it's been brilliant. I also want to say welcome and thank you to all those who have joined our channel and subscribed to the channel and have been going back and watching over some of the videos. We do try getting back in touch with your comments when it's possible, and we are now getting a significant amount of emails. So if we haven't got back in touch with you yet, please bear with us and please be patient, because there are a few. I know Richard's been working very hard on that side of things, but I know there's a few that I still need to go through, so I'm hoping to do that in the next couple of days. So just be patient with us, guys, and we will get to you as soon as we possibly can.
Oh my lord, have I watched some videos. I've watched videos upon videos. I gotta be honest though, I probably watched best part of about nearly 20 hours of dust. So I mean, but you've got to document it if you're experiencing the paranormal, and you've got to document it, guys. If you need someone like us to come and help you, it gives us a better idea of what we're dealing with, because the amount of times me and Jazzy have just gone into a situation with no knowledge and we have had an arse whooping for it. Yeah. So if you're experiencing anything at all, or you feel like it is, especially because we're all in lockdown, we're all stuck in our little houses and everything else, document as much as you can. Use your dictaphone, record, use your camera, take pictures, film, document it, guys. It's so important, because what we do, and this is what we ask whenever we help people, because we do it for free, is can we use that footage to show other people that this is happening, and it gives them a bit more courage to come forward. Then they go, that's what's happening to me. And it just does help. It helps improve investigating the paranormal. So yeah, document it, guys. But yeah, oh my god, videos. We've been all over the world.
You can contact us on Instagram, Facebook, and we have got a website. The website is paranormalnowinvestigations.com. So, and the pages for help and that sort of thing do work on that. There is a contact page on the website that you can use. It's just that we're doing some significant expansion work on there, or we're hoping at least to do some significant expansion work there. But any UFO sightings, paranormal activity, anything to do with the paranormal, out of the ordinary, psychic phenomena, whatever you're going through, drop us an email, paranormalnow@outlook.com. Drop us a message through Facebook. You can contact us on Instagram as well, and you can follow me on Twitter. I am ParanormalNowJW, and I believe Richard is ParanormalNowRO. We do tend to use Twitter the least, though, because there's only two of us, and there's a lot of work between the two of us. But yeah. We are in discussions about setting up a few other things moving forward where you can interact with us directly. And have a bit more of a say with what sort of videos go on the channel. We are looking into different things, and we'll be making some announcements in the coming weeks. And Richard is going to get back to me on that company with regards to the merch. so we can get the merch up and running. We need to get the merch up and running, buddy, so people can buy that T-shirt that you wear.
Like just being, I think I just like having a T-shirt. Well, everybody will have one. I want one. No, we'll sort the merch out, and we will sort it out. And we just just keep following us, keep growing, and any questions as well. If you've got questions about paranormal, because I busted to do some stuff on videos that's on YouTube and the internet and giving them a paranormal critique.
Yes.
And so anything like that, if you see footage or you'd like to know what that's about or how it could occur or what type of haunting it could be, give us a buzz.
Well, someone agrees here because there's a clear yes just come through there then.
Was there?
Yeah.
I'm not hearing it tonight. Normally I hear it, but I'm not picking it up tonight. I don't know. It's weird, that is. We'll go back through it, Jazzy.
Well, yeah, if any of you guys do have a piece of paranormal evidence that you've seen on the internet and you want a critique on it from people who've been through that experience, we will definitely be up for doing that, and that'll be a lot of fun. So thank you guys for joining us this evening. Is there anything on the chat that you want to bring attention to very quickly, Rich?
Let's have a look. Let me just go through it. Let's have a look. No, it's all just charge. Look, and you might find Jones. If you want to talk to someone, just be a bit nicer about it. All right, just ask, and they'll answer. These people on here, they're not here to have arguments or cause problems or do anything else. If you ask, they'll answer your questions. Just think about, being a bit more polite and just asking nice questions, all right? No, the chat, everything seems all right in the chat. Danny and Ben are on there, Amanda's on there, Kaz is on there. There's quite a few people. I love the chat. Sammy's on there. Yeah, they're just all having a conversation.
Also, again, just to reiterate, we did have a few problems a couple of weeks ago where people were being barred from the chat. If there is any other anything like that, again, we don't have the facility to block anyone unless we're in the back end. And a very good friend of mine brought that up, and there's a video that we did on it as well. So just want to just to reiterate, if there is any problems with the chat, please do let us know. Because we did have that issue when I won't say it because we'll instantly get demonetized, but there was a certain person's name that we weren't allowed to say, and apparently you guys weren't allowed to say either. And it wasn't me, and it wasn't you, and it wasn't anyone we know. I'll just say it rhymes with a certain type of steak. Right, we're rambling now, guys. Thank you very much for joining us. We may be back tomorrow with Jessie Ann, hopefully, if she can get back online, but we'll be back online. We'll be back with that show as soon as we possibly can, and there are more videos going to be coming in the next few days. So thank you for joining us, guys, and we'll see you around the Paranormal Now community. Oh, very quickly, one last thing before we go. We do actually have a Facebook group. It's called Paranormal Now Investigations. It's a lovely group, and we just share random stuff in there. If any of you want to join that group, please feel free. We don't bite.
Yeah.
Okay, take care of yourselves, guys. Speak soon.
Right, para peeps. See you in the next video.
Bye. Thank you.